holy shit, dude. What is going on with this shooting, bro? Like, shit is so gnarly. This is just our reality now. And dude, what is going on with the Biden shit? Like, how can the Trump administration, like, he's never responsible for anything, right? Like, what the fuck, bro? Now the shooting is like Biden's fault. The inflation is Biden's fault. Everything is Biden's fault. I mean, for me, it comes down to two things, guys. Number one is those National Guardsmen should have never been there. There's a reason why they don't station the military out on fucking street corners, guys, because it heightens the risk that the military are going to shoot someone, or it heightens the risk that the military is going to get shot or be involved in some type of conflagration. Those National Guardsmen have no business being on a fucking street corner in DC, and they're not even doing anything. They were picking up trash. Okay, so that's number one. And number two, though, is this guy was vetted by Trump. This guy was vetted for asylum by Trump. But here's the problem, though. Trump will never accept his responsibility or role in anything. And they were dodging this all day today, guys.
By one who came here from a foreign country. Through a process that was so absurd that he came through and released into this country, as many were, knowing virtually nothing about his vetting. This is what happens in this country when people are allowed in who are not properly vetted.
See, here's the problem, though. When they're like, this is what happens, all right? Oh, I just had 4 boxes of wine. This is what happens when people are not properly vetted. But here's the problem, guys. This guy, if he was not properly vetted, why not? Obviously, he was part of a local coalition that had coordinated with the CIA. Those who helped the CIA were brought here, right? And they had first chance to come. The guy was here. There was no incident for several years. In December of 2024, he applied for asylum. In January 20th, Trump took over. All of Trump's people took over. In April, this guy, his asylum was approved by Trump. So why didn't they vet him? Okay, if they're so serious about this shit, they had 5 months to vet this guy, but they didn't vet anything. The thing that's really hard about this is, again, the lack of personal responsibility, right? No responsibility and no vetting. You can't really vet someone and know if they're going to fucking commit a crime. You know, let's be real. I mean, it's not fucking Minority Report, right? You can vet somebody and you can maybe know if they have ties to terrorists, but we don't even know why this guy did this. We don't. But here's the deal, is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they could have stopped and guaranteed. The problem I don't like is they're not even acknowledging that this was their doing. They won't acknowledge that, yeah, this guy was here and we vetted him and he was fine. We don't know why this guy snapped, but we did vet him. We did a proper fucking vetting process. Or you know what? He slipped through our cracks. We were busy with the transition. We were busy with the Epstein. We didn't vet him. But the point being is they won't acknowledge that they worked on this guy's asylum at all. They want to just gloss over the fact that they gave him asylum and they want to blame the whole thing on Joe Biden. Look at what happens when Trump gets asked about this. Watch his response.
A question about this tragic shooting in Washington, D.C. U.S. officials say that the suspect worked very closely with the CIA in Afghanistan for years, that he was vetted, and the vetting came up clean.
He went cuckoo. I mean, he went nuts. And that happens, too. It happens too often with these people. You see them. But look, this is how they come in. This is how they're standing on top of each other, and that's an airplane. There was no vetting or anything. They came in unvetted. And we have a lot of others in this country. We're going to get them out. But they go cuckoo. Something happens to them.
Your DOJ IG just reported this year that there was thorough vetting by DHS and by the FBI of these Afghans who were brought into the U.S. So why do you blame the Biden administration for what this man did?
Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person? Because they came on a plane along with thousands of other people that shouldn't be here, and you're just asking questions because you're a stupid person. And there's a law passed that it's almost impossible not to get them out. You can't get them out once they come in. And they came in, and they were unvetted, they were unchecked, there were many of them, and they came in on big planes, and it was disgraceful. And if you look, you'll see there was a law passed. It makes it almost impossible not to let them in, not to certify them, so to speak, once they come in. And they came in, and they shouldn't have come in. And frankly, the whole thing was a mess. The whole Afghanistan situation was a mess. It should have never taken place. If we're going to go out, and we would have gone out because I had everybody ready to go, we were going to go out with strength and dignity and precision, and we would have left from Bagram, and we would have kept Bagram, by the way, because of its very close relationship to China and where they make their missiles. But when you let the people come in by the thousands and thousands and thousands, they made a terrible mistake. But they were incompetent.
Dude, he has a fucking meltdown, bro. Now, this is wild. This is wild because he is at like COVID level of degeneracy right now. I mean, dude, this is just like he was during COVID. Remember how bad he was during COVID when the reporters would ask a question about their responsibility or a mistake they made, and he just would jump down their throat and scream at him and scream at the reporter, scream at whomever it was, Jim Acosta or some whatever female reporter was there, and berate them, where he was just coming undone. And dude, the same shit. The minute something like intense happens, requires him to step up and take some responsibility, and he just can't do it. He's got to attack her. Or you're stupid person. He just can't manage acknowledging his role, his participation in this. And he's already there, guys. I mean, COVID came at the end of his term. He's not even a year in, guys. This is 10 months in, and he is already folding like a cheap fucking suit. I mean, dude, he's just not going to make it. See, again, guys, the thing that bothers me about this, and this has always bothered me about Trumpism, because the job of being president is my responsibility. That's the job. The president's job, it's like the quarterback after the game being like, no, man, don't blame my teammates. Blame me, right? It's like, I didn't do a good enough job. I let the team down. That's the fucking job, okay, of the quarterback, of the president, of the CEO, is to go out there and take responsibility, take ownership of everything your administration does. And like, dude, this guy's entire reality is like, everything good I did, and everything bad was somebody else's fault, and probably a Democrat in some way. Like, it's so gnarly. He's never taken responsibility. Instead, he's like yelling at the reporters, how dare you ask me that question, this, that, or the other. He's already folding. And dude, we're here already, dude. He's crashing and burning. But yeah, watch this. Watch this. It's a real simple question.
Mr. About this asylum claim that is being floated. Of course, you just detailed that this suspect was flown in under the Biden administration.
Yeah.
But was he granted asylum under your administration?
When it comes to asylum, when they're flown in, it's very hard to get them out. No matter how you want to do it, it's very hard to get them out. But we're going to be getting them all out now. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody.
But you see that? Was he granted asylum during your administration? The answer to that is yes. He was granted asylum by the Trump administration. It's a DOJ. His DOJ did that. Okay? There was some idiot, some right-wing fucking tugfluencer like Cam Higby or some shit was like, the judges did this, activist judges. Asylum does not happen by judges. They happen by Department of Justice officials. They are DOJ officials that handle asylum. The people are supposed to be fully vetted by the DOJ, the FBI, and all of that shit is supposed to take place. Think about this. This guy got asylum in April. What was everyone doing in April? Okay, in the Trump admin, they were all redacting Trump's name from the Epstein files. They paid $1 million in FBI overtime. So nobody was vetting anyone. Okay, they probably just rubber stamped the asylum, figuring these guys came in under Biden. If there's an issue, we'll blame Biden. Okay, so they were just rubber stamping this shit because all of their resources were going to two things. Either they were redacting Trump's name from the Epstein files, or FBI resources were being used to chase down concrete workers in Home Depot parking lots. And that's a real problem, because here's the deal, is these are the very people that Trump could have looked into, could have vetted very severely. He could have looked, obviously anybody coming from, a Taliban controlled country that was part of the military ops there should get a very serious looking at, but they don't. They didn't do any of that. They were too busy chasing, Home Depot workers out in the parking lot and shit. But yeah, he wouldn't answer that question. He wouldn't. And then he's like, I'm out. Dude, but look at him, dude. He looks like shit, boss. Jesus. He does not look well. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.